with. Familiar face, Victor Sanchez, all sports dailies in Barcelona. And still barely see a story about Espanyol. Launched high, nice try by Torje, but just over the bar. In fact, made a joke about the fact in one, turned all the way to page 40 to see the first mention of Espanyol. Actually came after Barcelona B story on page 39.
And it's what they've had to deal with, Espanyol and Neymar.
Note an early switch of Neymar to the right wing. That means Messi might have a gap. Iniesta goes to the far wing, parried away. They got the shot they wanted from Alexis, but he just couldn't find the target. Alves with the foul.
On the switch creates the first real opportunity to break the deadlock 6 minutes in. Alexis adding a bit of width. Iniesta doesn't need to look up to know where Alexis is standing. Full of confidence, Alexis Sanchez, no hesitation. One touch to settle the ball and tries to bend that into the back post, but just doesn't put it far enough from Kiko Casilla.
Raul Rodriguez side for Busquets. Quick touch, Messi. Fakes the shot, pushed wide. Neymar. Messi standing in front. Sidney, unfortunately he did. Rebound deflects off Rodriguez to the near side. All hands on deck for Espanyol because Barcelona's coming.
And this begins with a touch by Sergi Busquets. It's absolutely brilliant to unleash Lionel Messi.
Frustration from Diaby just giving the ball right back to Barcelona. They need possession for a breather. Neymar, the back heel to himself towards the 18. The pass a bit behind Iniesta. Barca retreats and regroups.
It's the ball.
Just behind Diaby. Iniesta spanks it inside. Knocked back by Alves. Sidewinder volley from Alexis that deflects out for a throw-in. Came out of nowhere, and a good head back by Dani Alves to the Chilean.
It's a good idea, but it's just behind Alexis. He has to adjust. Can't really get his balance or his technique right. Just has to put a foot onto it. Plenty of power, but unable to put it on target. If you take another look, it's a great ball from Andres Iniesta over the top, and Dani Alves does the smart thing to knot this down into the path of Alexis, but it takes a bit of a bounce. And Alexis cannot wrap his foot around it. Does really well to keep it down, but unable to put it on target. Clashes off the knees of...
Leaning towards that far post is Kiki Casilla. 4 men on the wall. It's Messi lifting it up, and it never quite dropped. We've seen much better from him, and you start to wonder how much hamstring, how much rust.
He's disappointed with himself. He's going near post. He's Kiko Sanchez standing all the way at that back post, trying to get it to bend in. Doesn't put enough of an effect.
3 scores for Barcelona, all more than Tievi's 3. Here he is looking for 4, slotting it in for Sanchez. Gets there as the miscommunication with Alves and Victor Valdez almost fatal.
That's poor defending from Dani Alves. He gets there, he wins the positioning, he's in the right spot, but he's unable to get the touch on the ball. And there you see Sergio going around. Dani Alves misses his touch completely, and it requires a...
Now Neymar
Champions
under
League
his feet.
Officiating.
Sneaks it for Xavi. Xavi with the shot. Had a spinner, but just sent it high.
Almost out of frustration. You always get to send Xavi, the most willing of all the Barcelona players, to take shots from long distance. Not really much of a goal scorer, but sees the opening. Enough tiki-taka. Decides to blast one from about 20 yards out.
41st minute, halfway done. Door for the big men inside. So even if it's just a decoy, but another long ball. Iniesta on the turn, parried away. Casilla with the stop, lifted over his head by Garcia, only as far as Alves. A little touch and go, blasted off the post. Alves with the outside of the boot, denied by the paint.
I mentioned he could use some confidence. How about those last 2 shots from Barcelona? Andres Iniesta from a long way out after Xavi tried from a little bit closer range. Iniesta gets a shot on target that asks big questions of Kiko Casilla, and the goalkeeper responds brilliantly, but Dani Alves, the give and go, right-footed shot, does really well to keep it down. Clangs off the upright, you can hear it.
Defense got a touch to it away from Piqué, and the first half comes.
Best version of Barcelona, at least in the opening 45 minutes. There were spells to get the second half on their way against Celta de Vigo. So right now, a lot more players closer to that 18-yard line.
In for Iniesta, tries to go around the defense, picks up the ball in the other end, slams it in off Sidney, and the Brazilian blocks it away. Now Tieve, dancing shoes. And again, they're missing that push from Alba and Adriano down into the corner. Montoya doing as well as he can. Back from Iniesta. Xavi creates some space. Alves, the first touch cross. The header, Messi slapped aside Casilla. Messi soaring like a salmon, but grabbing the ball before it crosses the line. Quique Casilla.
Well, the hang time on Messi's move. We'll take a look at Neymar first.
That's almost LeBron James-like. Xavi's blast from long range, frustratingly wide.
Well, after wasted cross after wasted cross, this one does find the head of a Barcelona player, and it's Lionel Messi. Comes from the usual spot, Dani Alves. Messi showing a bit of hang time, snaps onto the header. It's plenty of power behind it. He's picked out the bottom corner. It's a deliberate header away from Casilla, who does brilliantly well.
And diving. It's strange, it looks like it came off Alexa's dangerous cross that Neymar corrals on the left wing. 63rd minute. Neymar towards the corner. Absolute brilliance that misses by one bend.
Well, he's tried that elastica from that corner of the 18 twice before. This time, lulls both defenders to sleep. In fact, they're mirror copies of each other as they react a little bit late. Allows Neymar to create just enough space. Bends that in with his right foot and misses by about a foot. Well, the individualism could sometimes shine when the teamwork is not at its best.
They've won 20 home matches in a row in La Liga.
Great ball.
Only lost one of the last 62. Neymar tries to sneak it in, and it's knocked home by Alexis. Another ball from Neymar that bounced through the trees. This time it's buried by Sanchez, and Barcelona finally in front.
And it's that beautiful ball from deep in midfield across the grain through the entirety of the attacking third that finds Neymar in a one-on-one situation. And by the time Espanyol recover and put enough bodies in front of him, Neymar has already picked out that back post. Take a look at this from Busquets. Absolutely brilliant. The defense tilted the other way, and here is that through ball from Neymar. I think he's trying to pick out the back post and maybe try and sneak this past Casilla, but Alexis makes the smart run to the back post, gets his 7th goal of the season. The informed Alexis Sanchez.
Take a look here, though. It does look like Neymar lifts his head at that last moment. The ball slapped aside. It looked by Casilla, and a hint of offside, but again, not clear. And a strong run from Alexis Sanchez as he's on the board again. We were talking about this one on the board, stepping in Lopez, but it's touched away. The speed of Alexis sees Neymar slashing through. Casilla dummies over it, then runs into Neymar, who goes down, pleading for a foul when all is said and done. Just smiles.
Well, Neymar might be lucky to escape a yellow card here. He goes down very easy on the challenge from Casilla. He did something similar in the first half. And take a look here. It's just a little grab on the arm. I'm not sure he gets tripped up. Neymar feels the tug.
From Casilla's perspective, do you really want to be grabbing Neymar?
On him. You see the foul there by Mascherano. This is the earlier chance. It's just a grab. Neymar maybe does lose his balance as he tries to shrug off the challenge.
Would have just spun to the area immediately rather than try and check left and right. Like this. Into the area he goes and blasts it over the bar, but not by much.
Now that's his game, Sergio Garcia. He's a bit of a poacher. Receives this ball inside the area. The turn is perfect to shrug off the challenge from Montoya. Mascherano just a little late to get over, but he may have bothered Sergio Garcia just enough to not get his body over the ball.
Or Messi, 30 yards out, dead center. Messi boring a hole, and it drives it just wide. That one flat went around the wall and tried to curl back in rather than go over it.
Oh, it's a blur of a shot from Lionel Messi. He's gone for power over placement, but he has bent it right in between Fuentes.
He does, sending it wide nicely for Fuentes now.
Up against Mascherano.
Looking to the center, the header up and over the crossbar. Lanzarotti's first touch could have been a golden one, but he actually had more time than he thought.
Yeah, he's mistimed his jump and misplaced his header. Thought Cordoba might have been the better target. He had the positioning, And it's a huge mismatch with him against Javier Mascherano. Well, disappointment for Abraham, who clearly did not want to come off.
Again, another one of those.
Messi trying to dribble around too.
Fabregas through the eye of the needle. It's Pedro. Kick save, Casilla.
Casilla's been very good today. Pedro's been very eager to get on the end of one of these. You've seen his work rate off the ball.
That's a
great
pass
run there
that was missing for the first 85 minutes. That through ball shredded 6 defenders.
Yep. Well, we saw one from Busquets, though it wasn't as central.
Just watch and ending it, Carlos Velasco, Barcelona.